Hey everybody, hope you're having an awesome day. Hey, I have a question for you. How would you like to go from this to looking like this and maintaining it for over 4 years? Hey, hang out and I'm going to talk to you about it and show you how I do it. All right? Huh? Hey everybody, so I wanted to kind of come at you today. It's been a long time since I've just kind of done a video and talk a little bit about how I'm doing, how's this month going, how's everything else going. So I have nothing prepared, I have nothing really that goes into great length, but I just kind of wanted to quickly talk a little bit about how am I doing with my fitness, how am I doing with my steps for this month, how am I doing with my weight, what am I doing? How's the eating going? That kind of stuff. As you all know, that my story is started well over 4 years ago, about 4.5 now. In October of 2017, lost the weight that I needed to do to hit my goal. Doctor told me to lose weight because I was pre-diabetic and hypertension, and got rid of all that stuff, and everything has been great ever since. Been able to maintain it, so talk a little bit about that. How did I get to this point? So if that kind of stuff interests you, this channel is, we're doing product reviews, we're doing cooking, we're doing all kinds of other stuff as well, tips, tricks, you name it, and we do it. So stick around. Hopefully you give it a thumbs up, you subscribe, hit that little bell icon on this side over here. Again, just kind of recap. I did go from pretty big up here. I'll show you a little picture up here. You just saw one of me a minute ago. This was me back in 2016, 2017 time frame. And then this was October of last year. We went to Hawaii together. And that was what I looked like when I went to Hawaii. So pretty good progress over the years, maintaining it and everything else. So talk a little bit about my fitness. So I did do a challenge, planking challenge this month. I did it based off of what Steve over at Series Keto did on his. I kind of liked what he was doing, so I kind of copied it. So thank you, Steve, for giving me the idea and the suggestion. So I've been kind of doing that for the month. I have not been doing it, I'm going to be honest with you, I have not been doing it as diligent as I would like to. It's more like 2 or 3 times a week versus every day that I had been doing. I will still continue to do it. So that's one of my goals for May, is actually to get to the gym and do more than what I have been this month. So, but anyway, but things have gone well as far as the steps. I'll show you a little bit of walk out here, and we'll just kind of talk a little bit about the steps and how I'm doing when I'm going on my walk. All right. So let's get out and do some stepping, and we will get right back to you. Hey everybody, we're back on the trail, walking around, having a great day. Hopefully you're out getting your steps in. So I just kind of wanted to touch base with you on this a little bit. So I'll talk a little bit about my steps for today. Again, just going in for Derek's journey for the month. I try to do this every day, just about every day. So, how you doing? So it's good exercise, beautiful place out here. I'll show you in a second some of the scenery. I'll turn it around. I did want to show my steps. I'm going to put it up here and show you my steps. So I did 81,000 steps this week. So that was my weekly goal from last Friday to this Thursday. That's the way I track it. So not too bad, not great, not too bad neither. So during the week I average over 12,000. Right now I'm at 689 or something like that. So anyway, so I'm going to turn this around. I'll show you some of what the scenery looks like here, so you can enjoy it like I do. It's really a pretty place. So it's beautiful. These are the Santa Monica Mountains up in here. Really beautiful. A lot of hiking trails up into the mountains if you want to climb up in the mountains. Really beautiful ones up there. There's actually the ocean is right over here. Malibu is just on the other side of those hills. So you can actually go down and hike up and look over the ocean and stuff. Really nice, really beautiful places to hike around here. You see around. Those are the behind. I don't know whether you can see them or not. Those are the Ventura Mountains back there. So we're down in a valley. It's called the Oxnard Plain, and they say it's some of the most fertile land in all the U.S. I'm sure people would argue that, but they produce over $2 billion worth of produce out of this area in this valley here a year. Mostly strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, celery, peppers, all kinds of things like that. But just kind of wanted to show you, this is actually a big wash right here. So when they get torrential rains or something like that coming out of the mountains, it flows here and it comes down to the ocean. So nothing in it now. It's just a big empty river with a lot of bamboo and stuff growing in it. So it's really a beautiful area. So just wanted to show it to you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. So stuff's pretty good. So if you're watching the channel, you know that I'm doing Derek's journeys. So go check out his channel. He does these step challenges about every other month. So if you'd like to get in one of them, go down there and join his channel. I'll put the link down below for his channel as well. It's a lot of fun. The groups are in there. They're pretty good. You get to know a lot of people, get to interact with a lot of people. So it's a great way to get into a community and do some networking as well, and learning what everybody else is doing. There's several personal trainers that are involved with it. A lot of weight loss folks, keto folks, non-keto folks, Weight Watchers folks, you name it, and they're from all over the place. So it's a good way just to kind of get to know different people, different aspects, and learn all kinds of different stuff. So it's pretty cool. But eating wise, let's talk a little bit about that. So how's my weight doing? How am I doing so far? So this is the scale up here that I put up here. This is my weight trending. Again, on the trending, all I do is I'm putting a high number. My goal is to stay at 180. I know it's going to fluctuate. I know it's not going to stay at 180. That's an impossible task to do that. Gravitational pull on the earth just changes your weight a little bit every day. So I just want to stay within there. I have given myself 5 pounds plus or minus. So that's what I'm doing. So right now, this week I was at 179.4, so I was pretty happy with that. So I'm actually a little bit below my goal. You saw last week I was a little bit above my goal. So it's going to fluctuate every week. So as long as I stay within that range, I'm happy. I do only weigh myself once a week. Now I weigh myself every Friday just because of the fact I can go through the week pretty good, and usually on the weekends is usually a little bit more relaxed. And you'll see that on some of the other charts coming up here in a minute. But I just kind of wanted to kind of show that. And so what I'm doing is working for me. Again, I'm not saying it's going to work for you, but it's working for me. So, and with great success. So I'm enjoying myself. I'm getting to eat a lot of good stuff. I also do kind of watch what I'm eating. I do track what I eat. So I believe that, and I kind of slipped off for a little bit, where I kind of stopped tracking. And I find, and I find when I'm tracking, I'm more conscientious of what I'm eating. So therefore, I'm kind of watching it more, right? When I'm not tracking, I have what they call carb creep, right? So, and that just generally means that I start eating snacks here and there more and more frequently, rather than having one. Maybe I'll have 2, and then the following week I'll have 3. So that kind of stuff. And I do still, generally on the weekends, I don't track. I kind of know what my carbs are. We eat a lot of the same foods, so I can kind of track on the weekends and keep in mind. And on the weekends, I know that I'm probably going to go over, but I don't worry about it. I'm not going to fret about it because it seems to be maintaining itself again. I'm more in a maintenance mode, and people kind of say, well, in keto, it's not sustainable. You're going to lose the weight and you're going to gain it all back. Well, I got to say that if you continue to do what you're doing and you make it a lifestyle, it's sustainable. If you do it and think of it as a diet and you just stop eating and go right back to where you were, you know what? Things are going to go back to the way they were, right? So just kind of stay on task and stay what they are. So here's my tracking for the week. you're going to see I do 30 total carbs right now. That's what I'm doing, and you're going to see that I went 2 of the days I went over, right? So I went over my carbs, way over my carbs. On one day I went 36 carbs for out of the 30, so I went over. But I don't worry about it a whole lot, right? So I know I'm in maintenance. I know the following day I did a kind of a Quasimodo protein sparing modified day, or a lean day, to kind of make up for it, right? And it worked out well for me this week. So I continue to do that kind of stuff. I will still continue to play around with the numbers. I probably will do that probably the rest of my life, just because of the fact that you know, when you get complacent and your body gets used to what you're doing, it kind of compensates for it. So so you got to kind of mix it up and change it up a little bit all the time. Again, I'm a big believer. I find that when I'm doing total carbs, it's much easier for me to lose weight and control it versus when I do net carbs, because the companies that put a lot of fiber and play that full fiber game, where they're throwing all this fiber in so that you can eat more, but when you eat more, you don't generally lose as much, so it can cause you to stall or actually gain weight. So total carbs for me, again, that's just for me. I did do initially net carbs when I started, then I hit a point where it wasn't working for me anymore. So I switched to total carbs and it worked for me. So I kind of keep going back to that. I am going to have a live stream coming up, probably on the 30th, on Saturday the 30th. I'm actually going to do a cook with me, so hopefully you join me, come over and watch me cook live. It'll be an interesting experience. If I make mistakes, I'm going to choose something easy, but if I make mistakes, you get to see it and see what I do and how to fix it. And I'll try to pick something easy, but yes, something that you really enjoy and something I enjoy, because we're going to end up eating it, right? So that's kind of the story where we're at right now. So I'm in maintenance mode, and I'm hanging in there. I'm getting good exercise. I feel great. I'm eating good. You know, if you go back and look at some of those past meals that we've made, those are really, really good meals. If you go on Instagram or on Facebook and follow me on those channels, and you see some of the stuff that I post on there and some of the meals that I eat over there as well, I think I do really well. I think I enjoy myself. You know, so if you want to eat like this, and you kind of want to lose some weight, you know, I think you can do it. I do have an email down below, so if there's any way I can help you, that's what this whole channel is about, is trying to help people, inspire other people to do the same. I want to try to keep this short and sweet, so I am going to end this here, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Like I say, it's just kind of a short segment, and hopefully you know, things go well for you, and let me know how I can help you. And don't forget to watch this video over here, and this video over here, and this video up here. All right, and I'll see you next time.